Hello again, welcome to today's attempt at that TimeGuessr puzzle. This is the game that tests your history knowledge and your geography knowledge. The idea is that you'll be given a series of 5 photos, just like this one. For each one you have to say, where in the world was it taken? But we also have to say, when in history was it taken, anywhere from 1900 to the present day. There's more points the closer you are, both on the history part and the geography part. I'm not great at either, but I usually aim for about 2/3 or 3/4. We'll see how we get on today. Of course, feel free to play along at home and leave your guesses in the comments as well. Now, this looks pretty old. Horse-drawn carriages. No engine-powered cars in sight. Now, the next question is, where is this? Is that the Eiffel Tower? I mean, that's Cleopatra's Needle, is it? Is this just a... Is that the real Eiffel Tower? That's my question. Or is this some kind of grand exhibition of all sorts of fake monuments? Am I just going to go for Paris based on the fact that I can see the Eiffel Tower? Or am I going to second guess myself? The trouble is, if I second guess myself, I don't actually know where in the world to go. I think we're going to have to go for Paris. Based on the fact that if it's not Paris, I've got no idea where it is. The other question is when. What are people wearing? Smart clothes, trousers. I mean, the photo quality is pretty awful. It's clearly very old, but very old could be 1950 or it could be 1900 in this game. I think this is going to be closer to 1900, but the question is how close. I mean, the ladies are fully covered. I think I'll go 1907, why not? At least we'll be 7 years out at most, surely. It's got to be pre-war, hasn't it? We will go for Paris. Let's just plonk it there. We don't need to be too precise. I mean, we could, but I don't know where it is. So we won't be too precise, that's what I should say. It is just 1900. I did consider that. So at least I got 3,400 for the year. That's still 2/3, isn't it? So I should have got even earlier, clearly, but I was close. I said I'd be at most 7 years off. I'm a little bit annoyed that I was exactly 7 years off, but still, at least it was Paris. It wasn't a dirty trick. Or what about this one? That is the flag of Albania. So that is a very good start. I mean, this looks like a quite disparate group of people. Few different religions seem to be represented, possibly. I don't know what this event could be. I mean, that's Hebrew, that's Shalom, that's Greek, that's probably Albanian, that's Arabic. So yeah, it is a kind of multicultural gathering, isn't it? How recent do I think this is? My first thought was that it could be 2025. It looks like a very clear photo. It's a bit less clear as I zoom in, and also nobody's in a mask. Maybe that means it's more likely to be 2019, just because if it was 2025 you'd have thought there'd be at least one person still wearing a mask. That logic probably doesn't hold anymore. Do I go for 2025 or do I go for 2018? If I go for 2018, it will be with the logic I'm going to be at most 7 years off again. I'm going to go 2019. Hopefully I'll be at least at most 6 years off. Right, let's go Albania. Let's just go in the capital. It's going to be 2025, isn't it? Oh, it's 2015! Yes, I'm glad I went for 2019. I'm glad I went pre-2020. Phew! Religious leaders and various cultural personalities walking through Tirana during a procession to conclude a 3-day international conference on interfaith peace. Well, I'm glad we now have complete peace. Anyway, I was close. That's the important thing for this game. What is going on here? This is Disney's Technicolor Saludos Amigos. Oh, when did that come out? That was one of the very first feature films, wasn't it? Or something along those lines. First colour, first talkie, I'm not quite sure. It was one of the earliest somethings. Clearly we're in America. This sign gave it away, if nothing else. Johnny Walker. What does this say? Something movie. Okay, that's not a location. A store. Human comedy. I'm thinking New York, but who knows? Buy war bonds. Okay, so which war? Was Saludos Amigos really 1915? Or was it 1940? I think 1940-ish is more likely. What does this say? Don't know. Lowe's Estate. I think I've got to go. I mean, if they're selling war bonds, it won't be the start of the war. We'll go 41. We'll go New York. And we have to hope that it's not completely the opposite side of America. It was 43 and it was Times Square. Okay, so again, relatively easy one, but I'm still doubting myself. That's the problem with this game. You just doubt everything. What is going on here? Greymouth Colour Centre, Print and Wallpaper. Robert Anderson Limited. I mean, it's clearly an English-speaking country. I've got ANZ Bank there. I was going to say, this doesn't look like it's going to be Britain or America, so the next logical thing is Australia, although I think it's actually going to be New Zealand. I mean, it still could be Australia, though. That's the problem here. This could be flights to New Zealand or something, because this is clearly a travel thing. What does it say? West Leyden something. Westland Savings Bank. I've never heard of it, obviously. It's just so much more likely that they would send in photos from Australia than New Zealand. It's bigger. There's more people, I think. There's got to be more people. Australia or New Zealand? Australia or New Zealand? I'm not sure there's going to be any clues from the people. What year do we think? It's got to be 80s or 90s, surely. Maybe early 2000s, but if it is, it's very early 2000s. I don't think it can be 70s. Just the whole glasses, moustache, outfits. I'm going to go 94, because I can't decide whether to go 93 or 95. Okay, I'm gonna go for New Zealand just because it says New Zealand there. I'll be annoyed if it's Australia, but at least if it is Australia, it's quite likely to be Melbourne or Sydney, so it'll still be at least the correct side of Australia. But we will try Wellington. It was in Greymouth, New Zealand. It was 1986. Okay, so it was a little bit earlier, but only 8 years off. That is still pretty good for my standards. I was 7 years off earlier and got 3,400, didn't I? That extra 1 year loses you 900 points. That seems a bit harsh. Anyway, what now? Oh, that is annoying because I feel like I should know whose flag that is. I want to say Armenia. But then this is a completely different flag. So therefore, I'm rethinking everything. What is going on? I don't know. I mean, Eastern Europe / the edge of Russia does feel plausible. I don't know why there's different flags. That's what's confusing me. So I'm probably not going to get the location spot on. This looks older than the previous one. Although not necessarily by much. It's difficult to tell because everyone's in a thick coat because it's probably near Russia. I think I might go... I mean, I thought the previous one was 86. I thought it was 90s. This one looks more like 86 to me. But surely they wouldn't have two 86s in a row. I know that logic doesn't really hold. Let's go 1990. Again, it could be 70s, but I think it's more likely to be 90s. Again, it could be early 2000s. I could be about 15 years off here. Where are we going to go? I did say that's Armenia. Am I going to stick by that? I mean, at least it is close to places in Russia. So if it is Russia, hopefully we'll be relatively close. Let's just go. Thank you for actually appearing, Yerevan. We'll go for Yerevan, and we'll hope. It is Yerevan. It is 1990. Wow. Armed civilians riding through Yerevan to mourn Moses Gorgisian, killed in battle against Azerbaijani forces. We had a lot of death today, that's sad, and a lot of marching, which is slightly less sad, if it's done for a good reason. Anyway, more importantly, we got a load of points. 43,000! That is possibly my second best ever on camera. It might be my best ever. That is like 87%, isn't it? Nearly 88%. Very happy with that. There was a few easy ones in there, but as I said, I still doubted myself and I still had to do a lot of thinking. So, very happy with that. Let me know how you got on. That is TimeGuessr. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.